Warren, where are you? I left for the bathroom and you were gone when I got back. I've looked everywhere, but I can't find you at all. I'm worried. Warren,
What?
where have you gone? Are you okay? Has anything happened?
Me and a few friends got bored, so we decided to go to a club in town. We're on the way there now.
Wait, so you just ditched me?
And you're a big girl. You can make your way home by yourself.
Warren, the only reason I came to this stupid party was because it was for your work. These people are your coworkers. I have no clue who any of these people are. I can't believe you just ditched me with them like that. Who even does that?
Well, you're a grown-up, aren't you? Just talk to the people there and mingle with them if you want. Or go home. I don't care either way.
Well, that's another thing. Who just leaves their girlfriend to go home, in the dark, mind you, when anything could happen to them? I know that I'm an adult, but that doesn't mean I'm comfortable walking home by myself at night.
Well, then get a taxi.
Are you even listening to me? Do you not care how I feel?
Well, to be honest, you always seem to be complaining about one thing or another. I've kinda just stopped listening.
I see. Very well.
Oh, come on, don't be like that. Look, I just wanted to have a bit more fun with the guys before heading home. It's just as guys, we didn't want any women with us, so there is no need to feel jealous. I'll be home soon, okay?
Do whatever you want. Just know that you're not welcome in the bedroom tonight. You can sleep on the sofa.
Oh, come on, don't be like that.
Look, Warren, what you've done tonight is really selfish, rude, and just downright mean. I'm not in the mood to deal with you anymore tonight, so you can sleep on the sofa or stay over at one of your friends' houses. It's your choice.
You're being really mean, Jill. Why can't you just be cool?
Warren, just don't. We can talk more tomorrow when you're not drunk, okay?
Fine.
And please, don't drink too much. Don't forget we're going away with your parents in 2 days, so we really need to make sure that we've got everything ready. And it would go a lot smoother if I didn't have to deal with you being hungover as well.
Yeah, whatever, I know. There is no need to keep going on about it all the time.
Okay then, I'll see you tomorrow.
Whatever.
Seriously, Warren? This isn't funny. Where are you? I was only gone for like 5 minutes. Why aren't you waiting where I left you? Are your parents with you as well?
Oh, hey, Jill. Yeah, my mom and dad are with me. We're all okay.
Well, that's good, but where are you? I thought you were waiting for me.
Oh, yeah, about that. I decided that I didn't want to fly coach, so I upgraded my ticket and my parents to first class. We're just waiting in the first class lounge for the boarding call.
What? How did you even afford that? We don't have that kind of money.
Oh, I took a bit out of the savings. I thought that after how hard I've worked recently, I totally deserve it. And I couldn't just leave my parents in the regular seats, so I had to upgrade them as well. They're really loving it.
But those savings are for the remodel of the house. We can't really afford to be spending them if we want to get everything fixed up at home.
Lighten up, will you? It's a vacation. It's a time to relax and just unwind a little bit. Something you really need to do considering how tightly wound you are all the time. It's like you enjoy moaning at me about anything you can find.
That's not true.
Yeah, it kind of is.
I'm sorry if it seems like that. I'll try and not moan so much then. I mean, you're right. This is a holiday, so we should enjoy it. Where shall I meet you then?
In Tahiti?
No, silly. I meant now. Where is the first class lounge? I can come and find you guys if you tell me where it is.
Oh, about that. You're still sitting in coach.
Huh?
Yeah, they only had 3 spaces left in first class, and me and my parents got them. There is no space for you.
But that's not fair. Surely you don't mean to leave me in coach on my own.
Well, yeah, you've flown on planes before. You know how it is. I really don't want to suffer those uncomfortable seats for hours, so I'll be sitting in first class. That's why I got the tickets in the first place.
But what about me?
What about you?
I'm just expected to sit in coach, on my own and surrounded by strangers, whilst you get all the comfort and luxuries of first class?
Oh, don't start. I thought you literally just said you were gonna stop moaning as much. Don't tell me you can't even last 5 minutes without moaning.
I think I'm allowed to be a bit annoyed at the fact that my husband has ditched me for the second time in 2 days, so that he can do something more fun whilst I'm left on my own in an awkward and uncomfortable situation.
It's not even that bad. We'll be on the same flight, just in different sections. Plus, we'll meet up once we get off of the plane, so the only thing that's happening is that we'll be sitting in different seats a few feet apart. It's not that big of a deal.
It's not that simple, Warren. All you're thinking about is yourself. I thought that we were a couple. That means that we need to think about one another and do things that benefit each other, not just ourselves.
Oh, don't start, please. I just want to enjoy myself this holiday.
So do I. But how can I do that when you're going off, spending all of our money, and not even including me in the things that you do?
Well, you're gonna have to figure it out yourself. I'm being called to board now, so I'm turning my phone to flight mode. I'll see you when we land. Maybe by then you'll have stopped being so crabby.
Warren, wait. Warren. Okay, this is the last straw, Warren. I can't believe what you've done.
What now?
What do you mean, what now? You've booked me an entirely separate hotel room to stay in. What is that about?
Well, I figured that it might be for the best whilst you're here.
Why?
To be honest, your moaning is really annoying me. I want to enjoy my time without having to deal with you complaining all the time. Not to mention that my mom also thought that it would be better, as she doesn't feel that comfortable around you. I don't want to upset her.
What? Why does your mom feel uncomfortable with me? It's the first I've heard anything about it.
Well, you know I tell her everything, right? Which includes when you get really argumentative with me. My mom thinks that it's not right, and she really doesn't like it. She was worried that she would say something to you about it and that it would become a whole thing. So she asked me if it was possible for you to sleep in a different room.
Hang on. When you tell your mom that we get into arguments, do you tell her why? Mainly, how you usually have done something stupid or selfish to upset me? Like when you just randomly ditch me?
Well, I tell her what she needs to know and what really matters. It doesn't matter why you're acting the way you are. All that matters is that you're being insufferable. And she needs to know that.
But you don't care if I'm humiliated. Or if she doesn't like me.
It shouldn't matter to you. She's not your mom.
But she's still a part of my life because you are, so I want her to like me.
Well, maybe work on that whilst we're away.
How can I do that when I'm in a completely separate room from all of you?
Look, I didn't really want to say this, but you're really not leaving me any choice. I don't really like you anymore, Jill. You're just annoying and constantly on my back about everything. I just want to have fun and stuff, and you're always complaining about it. Like, why can't you just let me be? Just let me have my fun and you can do whatever you want. Why is that so hard?
It's not that I don't want you to have fun, Warren. I would just like to be included in that fun. I love you and want to spend time with you. But it seems like no matter what I do, you're dead set on excluding me from everything. Like this holiday. I set everything up and arranged everything, and yet, once again, you're excluding me by putting me in a separate room. How is that fair? Don't you love me?
Well, to be completely honest, no, not anymore.
What?
I find you annoying and boring. Who would want to spend time with someone like that? I was gonna wait until we got back from this trip, but I guess now is as good a time as any.
What do you mean?
I want a divorce.
What?
Yeah, I've had enough of you. I think it's time that I find someone better, someone who's a bit more fun and actually lets me have a good time.
Is that seriously how you feel?
Yeah, and my mom agrees too.
I see. Very well, if that's what you want.
Huh? Seriously? You're gonna agree just like that?
Yep. There's no point in arguing with someone who's made their mind up. I'm not going to beg you to take me back. I know my worth.
Great. Phew. That was easy. Well then, I guess that means that we don't have to spend any time together on this trip or anything. And I can actually have some fun. Whatever. I'm gonna go and have some fun.
Uh-huh. Sure. I can finally have fun myself without having to worry about you doing something stupid and humiliating me like always. The only one who looked like a fool is you now.
Jill, we need to talk, like right now.
Warren? What seems to be the matter?
You know exactly what's wrong. Why have me and my parents been kicked out of our suite?
Oh, that. Well, the reservation was made on my card because, like I said, I sorted this whole trip out. With the fact that we're no longer together, I felt that there was no need to let you sponge off of me anymore.
What do you mean by that?
I mean that you no longer have access to any of my money. I've kicked you off of all of my accounts.
You can't do that. I need that money. Without that, I have nothing.
Surely you don't have nothing. You have the money from your job, after all.
No, not anymore.
Oh,
I spent it all. I just wanted to have a bit of fun, so I went out with the guys and we went to a few clubs and a few casinos and stuff. Maybe I went out one too many times, but I didn't think it'd be that big of a deal. And sure, I might have racked up a bit of a debt, but with your money, it would have been easy to clear up. See? So you can't just take your money away. I need it.
well, you see, there's one little problem with that. It's my money. I told you so many times not to spend all of your money and to be more responsible, but you didn't want to listen. You just wanted to have fun. Well, I hope it was worth it, because you're going to have to face the consequences of your fun now.
But you can help me, can't you?
No, I can't. Or more like, I don't want to.
What? Why not?
Because I tried to help you when we were together and you didn't want to listen. You just called me boring and whiny. You ignored everything I said and kept on fritting all of your money away. Now you need to deal with the consequences of that.
But
Anyway, I'm going to go and enjoy a nice long bath in my new lovely suite. Maybe your mom or dad can help you find somewhere to stay tonight, because you're not going to get another penny out of me.
hang on, Jill, wait.
Goodbye, Warren. Have a nice life.
No!
I enjoyed the rest of my trip, doing all of the things that I wanted to do, but that Warren would always say was too boring simply because it didn't involve a club or drinking. After the trip, I went home where I finally divorced Warren. Once that was gone, it was like a weight had been lifted off of my shoulders. I was finally free to pursue what I wanted to, without having to worry about Warren and what he was up to, or whether he was spending all of our money. My life has truly turned around for the better. As for Warren, I heard his trip wasn't too great as his parents refused to let him spend money on things like alcohol and casinos. Also, he had to move back in with them when he got back home, as he simply had no money to buy or rent himself a new home. Now that he lives with his parents, he has a specific time that he can get back home. Or he gets locked out and he has to contribute to the rent and bills. I bet he's loving that fun lifestyle now, especially with all of that debt he's got to pay back.